Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Ad Gure Name Jugad Gure Name Sat Gure Name Siri Guru Deve Name. Vaheguru Ka Khalsa is a very historical moment with deep understanding. This is the first Baisakhi of the Aquarian age. Time shall record it, history shall repeat it. It is also the same Baisakhi when the Khalsa was given a birth. There is no difference. But to some people who are arrogantly ignorant, who cannot understand their surrounding and their own power, they may think it may be just a situation and a statement to make. It is true that when the father of this nation, Guru Gobind Singh, asked for the 5 head on the Baisakhi at Anandpur, only 5 could understand him, rest left him. That's why our ardas is not complete without the 4 sons of his own. Shockingly, in our ardas, we do not recite the name of any other son of any Guru, except 4 sons of Guru Gobind Singh. We do not recite any other beloved one, though it is not true that Guru did not have the beloveds, but those 5 beloveds. And we do not recite all liberated one, though they are millions, but the 40 liberated one. Because when you create a legacy, then link between time and space becomes permanent. And that's part of our history. Exactly. The Baisakhi of Los Angeles is very well known and understood in our heart, in our head, bow to it. And this Baisakhi which we are going to celebrate is very special. The throne of the infinity, the deathlessness, the Akal Takht, gave its sacrifice in the very era of the end of the Piscean age and the beginning of the Aquarius age. Since that day, we have never missed a 6th of the month to remind ourselves and to make us understand. I can assure you, when a God comes in direct blessing, he gives the person the Guru. Yes, when God comes in blessing, he gives you money. When God comes in blessing, he gives you children. When God comes in blessing, you have wonderful spouse. When God comes in blessing, he gives you torture and tragedy also. That's one part of the God you must understand. Because you only want to see God in a convenient shape and form. You don't understand God in a tragedy. Mostly, the tragedy happens to only those who are his most beloved. They are the one who rise from the human insufficiency to divine efficiency. And that is what has to be understood. And that is the history of the Khalsa. You can only rise from the worldly deficiency to the efficiency of divinity, only you have the purity at heart. And your head will bow and you work as headless at that time, otherwise there is a problem. And that what was set at the Baisakhi of Anandpur, that is going to be reassessed, re-understood and reacted thereafter on the Baisakhi of the Los Angeles. Let me be very clear and honest with you. Some of you have time, some of you don't. Some you have emotions, some you don't. Some have feelings, some you don't. Some are right, some are wrong. Well, to me that's all is a joke. The reality is, leave your weaknesses behind, take your strength, and let us meet head on to the challenge of time and space. Time and space shall always give you challenge, it will never going to stop. And either you have the right to win or you have right to lose. Khalsa has no gender, neither there's a woman nor there's a man. Khalsa has no nationality, Indian and geographical Africans and American and Northern American, and all this joke is come from the age of the Brahmins. Khalsa has no white, no black, no yellow, no pink, no green. Khalsa is not based on the color of the eye and the size of the nose. Khalsa is based on the purity of the man who has surrendered his head to the Guru, and God becomes his only guiding witness, and death doesn't mean anything. And thus, in the historical moment, the very Akal Takht, the throne of immortality, or deathlessness, gave its own sacrifice to invoke among us, to awaken us from the long deep sleep that this world is our and we belong to this world. It made us to remember heaven belongs to us and we belong to heavens. I'm not asking you to change your attitude. I'm asking you, if you are very interested to survive as Khalsa, I'm giving you one-line statement. Take it or leave it. I'm not trying to force you. Whether this earth belongs to you and you belong to this earth, or heavens belong to you and you belong to heavens, earth is subject to heavens. If heavens do not shower the rain, the water, this earth becomes a desert and nothing can live in it. Even those deserts which are deadly deserts, once a while the heavens become merciful and then the world exists. Heaven is nothing but that infinity and those winds which bring the structure of life. There is not going to be anything, I am Sikh inside, I am not outside. I have my own design, you have your own design. There is no design. Guru Gobind Singh made the design of Khalsa with his own hand. That is the design. That's the fact of design. He decorated the five who gave his head himself with his own hand, and that stands for every woman and every man. No question asked. And there is no leniency. In his own words, Rani rahe, soi Sikh mera, O Sahib, main uska chehra. One who lives the rahat is my Sikh. He is my master. He is my place of worship. I am his disciple. That's what he said. And that stands true. Question is, you live by your soul? Are you willing to live by your soul and acknowledge you live by the soul? Are you going to put your soul into the purpose of life? Or you don't? Clearly understand. I am not even interested to tell you we are poor or we are rich, whether the economy is bad or good. What economy you are talking about? We had such a terrible economy. After days and days together walking through the desert thalans of the Rajasthan, we went to some place, we found the grass, we used to make the chapatis. The bread of grass to eat. Remember? But still we survived and we won. And we won against that imperial force which was ruling at that time from Mongolia down to the equator. We are living invincible people. We have no color, no caste, no creed, no understanding and no misunderstanding whatsoever. We have one self. The moment your soul will leave you, this body will worth nothing. If the medical college buys your body, it will give you $1,200. That's all you are worth. And in case that is not possible, then you will be first breakfast you are put in a grave of the earthworms, and we are put on a wood if they are rich enough and kind enough to spare you on the flames, you will be gone in about 2 hours. That's your maximum limit. Guru Gobind Singh gave you not infinity, but immortality. Mortal became immortal. He gave you a throne, Akal Takht. He gave you no designation, but designation which can fit in one thing. And that is the only designation, because Atma, Pavitram Sada Pavitram Atma. The soul is always pure, and always pure is the soul. And he asks you the Khalsa. Khalsa is the spirit and the soul of the Akal Purukh. But it is a soul in action, not dormant. People awaken Kundalini. People awaken their consciousness. We have nothing to awaken. We have to act. We have no time for awakening. Waste of time. We are awakened by hand of the God and the will of the Almighty. People many times ask me how to open third eye. I say how to close it. It's already too open. You live by the head circle. Think, 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 think. Guru Nanak, first thing Guru Nanak said, think, think, nothing. Think, thinking, we're not going to do anything. And today Dr. Sram gave the most wonderful line to me. He said, worry, and this thinking is like that chair, rocking chair. It gives us something to do, but it doesn't take you anywhere. So your plans are your own rocking chair. And we are not rocking chairs. We are walking chairs. Akal Takht lives wherever we live. We live where Akal Takht lives. Wherever we are, somebody said, I can't tie turban, my husband doesn't want it, I tie turban because my husband wants it, I tie turban, my head hurt, my ear hurt. God knows I have heard all that. We tie turban because Guru Gobind Singh tied with his own hand on our head. And scientifically, he told us to adjust our own cranial adjustment so that we may not have to go to chiropractic every day. He wants us to do in the morning so our scalp is totally fixed, so we can go together one day. And that's how the life is, if you really want to look at it. That's why there are special hukamnama, ke tie turban just layer by layer with your own hand on your own head. The purpose is, make your adjustment yourself with your own hand and then go for the day. We wear bana not that I wanted, you wanted, they wanted. We wear bana because Guru Gobind Singh decorated this way us all. We wear that in America, we wear that in Africa, we wear that in Europe, we are going to wear that in India too. And we are not going to tell them that we are Sikhs inside. We are not going to take our hand into the stomach and bring the Sikh out. We are outright Sikhs. Whether we are right and wrong, Guru come through or not, is Guru's problem, not ours. That's how we are. Our philosophy is very simple. Say Vaheguru and let the victory of the Vaheguru and say Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa. The purity of us lies to Vaheguru and let victory be of Vaheguru and jump in. If God and Guru doesn't come through, it's up to them, who cares? At least we have a purpose in life. We have projection in life, and we have place in life. We have grace, we have face, and we have a place. There is no race which we cannot win. You who listens to me today, you who have doubts and smallness, you who are live with your head trip, in spite of the fact your head should belong to the Guru. Listen to me one thing. We in our generation shall rule the world in peace and tranquility, in honor and grace. Nobody can take that. It is so destined, the distance we have to travel. And no man has anything in their heart but the purity of the soul. And this is no religion. It's a simple reality. Don't brand it with everything else. It's the purity and the dignity of your own soul. And let that be in action. To that we celebrate this Akal Takht Day. And we shall continue till a time comes when Akal Takht shall never possibly, directly, indirectly, ever attacked by the local forces or by any other forces. When it shall be recognized the Akal Takht is the sovereignty and the imperial self of itself. And all will happen. It will never be touched again. It stands there incomplete today. In spite of the fact the government of India wanted to complete it, it is still incomplete. It only will be complete when the prophecy will come true and when Khalsa will be in a position to guard it forever. Therefore, please remember, we gather together here with that grace, with that integrity. It's not who's black and who's white, who's blanco and who's macho, who's weak, who's simple, who's professional, who's not professional. Khalsa as a word means simple purity. What purity standard has got? Standard is very simple, is the matter of the soul. You live by soul, you work by soul, you move by the soul, you stop by the soul, and you die by the soul. And a simple line is, our sole purpose is, we belong to heavens, heavens belong to us. There's no curse which can stop us, and there's no temptation which can deter us, and there is a human, not a thought, which can fail us. Therefore, please remember today, we are fortunate, we have walked that long, so long, we are here, and therefore hereafter is nobody's but us. Many of you may choose not to walk this distance. Your own fears, your own insecurities, and your own weakness may eat you up. Your gas may finish on the way. Many of you are scared that if we come and celebrate Baisakhi or we go to the Guru Sangat, why to leave the comfort of your house? Many of you may feel that perhaps it is all to take away your money and all that kind of stuff. Many of you have many weird thoughts most of the time. Unfortunately, I read auras, I see it every time and I laugh. You know what I feel? God made you human, you are earthling. And to you I say, Guru made you Khalsa, you can't let your impurity go. And if that kills you, then you are responsible for that cancer. Don't blame others. You were given life, you were given guidance, you were given distance, you were given destiny, you have to walk. Stop talking, keep walking. God will come through, you will make it. Because you belong to the deathlessness in life, in throne, in domain, in self, and in dominion. Please understand. The dice is cast. The game has begun. There's no turning back. What is that line you sing in your own song which I learned from you? One man with a flashing sword. Do you remember that line?
One flashing sword turned us all to lions.
Now we
Live his legacy to die before we fall. And like the flag who answered his call, we can't turn back at all.
what I can tell you. What I can tell you. Each line of the song of the Khalsa is so beautifully said and done. There's nothing like it. And you begin with this. Many
Speak of courage. Speaking cannot give it. It's in the face of death that we must live it.
Can you not understand this English? Or should somebody translate into French or Chinese, then only you will understand. This is it. There is no time, space and judgment what is right and what is wrong. The only wrong is when you start thinking. Only right is when you start acting. Actions shall prove you are near God or you are away God. And that's what Nanak said. Karmi apo apni kai nede ke dur. Let your action prove it. You want to have a deed. You want to put your name on the deed. Let your deeds decide it. Nobody else can decide it. Prove it. My place of job is thankless to make you provoke enough to prove it. I'll do best. I'll do my best. I'll even provoke you when you cannot be provoked. That's my job. My job is to provoke you. It is your soul and the spirit and the self which are to answer it. My job is to translate to you what your father said. Your job is to prove it, what he said. What he said, I understood. What I am saying to you, what he said is exactly you should understand. Because you have to stand under this so that tomorrow you can make others stand under this. If you don't have an experience to stand under something, you cannot make anybody else to stand under. That's the law, action as a reaction, equal and opposite. That's the action law of force of third of Newton, and that's the basic spiritual law of Avagamana. So let us all understand. We have a destiny to reach. We have distance to cover. We have a time now and we have to make it. And please don't waste time on your left and right. Teach your children the science and art of deathlessness. Make your own character to learn the science and art of deathlessness. Then only you belong to this imperial throne of Guru Ramdas and Guru Hargobind of deathlessness. Then only you can be sons and daughters which you are of the Khalsa. Is the highest honor bestowed beyond caste, creed, color, sentiments, faults and judgments. Therefore, please understand once for all. We'll continue celebrating the day on every 6th of the month. Wherever we are, in memory of what they did to the Akal Takht. And we shall not rest. And we'll do our best all the time to come to an understanding that we will bring the time when Akal Takht shall never be attacked again. We shall walk under the sound of the hoofs of our horses. The trumpet will sound and the drums of victory will be heard. We see it. It's very funny. It may look ridiculous to you. One day I saw a vision. I have said it and I say it again. Death on the cannon carriage, the Sri Guru Granth, started from Santa Fe and walked through those streets unto Guru Ramdas Ashram. And all the mountains were filled with people as therefore the sight could go. You can ask me, I'm a lunatic and I'm a daydreamer and I'm just saying it to befool you. But you will be very foolish and the most idiotic human born if you don't believe that shall come true not. That shall come true. That I say it on record too. Let you have no misunderstanding. Let us see a tribe of few was the Judaism. And 275, 50 to 75 was all what Muslim you talked about, the Christian you talk about. And there was only handful which was part of Islam. They are into billions. They carried the message given to by their Paigambar, by their Messiah. And still what they were told is a matter of question. How many Muslims fast at Ramadan and how many Muslims do 5 times a prayer is a matter of question. How many Christians, when you hit their right cheek, they turn their left, is a matter of question. How many Jews who sit in love and grace for everybody and for themselves is a matter of question. How many Sikhs have learned to live learned, and how many Khalsa die for purity, doesn't matter what it costs them. That's the ratio proportion. That is today we can discuss and understand. But what is tomorrow, that is pre-written, predestined, and that shall be. Because Mother Earth has been praying for a long time for the purity. And you, right and wrong, hold that name. Why? I don't know. Who did it? I don't know. Why you are here? I don't know. This is not subject, this is not open to discussion anymore. You are here today. Whether I know or I don't know does not matter. That's what I'm trying to bring home. Whether you are pure or impure, but you are the only one who are here to celebrate the domain of purity. And you have come and subjected yourself to that infinity. Nothing else could be collected. Is it not clear to you that there's a power beyond us which is guiding us? which is goading us, which is gaining itself, and we all belong to it. Don't listen to the coyotes. Understand the reality once for all and keep up. That's the one word of the Khalsa. Keep up, and God and Guru shall keep you. Self-judgment is a waste of time. Self-argument is a waste of friendship. Self-criticism is just calling on the death. Donate yourself as the five donated their self. Nobody checked their police record, and nobody checked their background, and nobody checked their color, caste, creed, profession, and nothing. He asked for the head, and one after the other, five got up. And that is always there. Your father, Guru Gobind Singh, and your Guru is calling for your head. Let head be his, let heart be yours, you shall win. And if one will fall, 10 will take the place. In the process of purity, there's nothing we have to do. It took Moses so many years to take these slaves from the Egypt to that place which you could have directly crossed in 2.5 years. Doesn't matter how slow he was. But in the process, till they reached the Israel, they were strong enough, self-contained and self-experienced that nothing can do them anything. We are also belong to the same process of being tested, put on trial as our forefathers, and we should not be sorry for it. Let us celebrate the day today in the memory of the Akal Takht, and let us understand something. Deathlessness is the only thing we bear on our forehead, and neither time can kill us, nor spades can destroy us. Let us become that part of the line of that history which is written forways in the mankind, and if we have to write it with our own blood, let's not hesitate. Let us make the bones of our body into the pen. Let us make our blood into the ink. Let us take the page of the space and let us write it forever. Khalsa shall rule the world. All shall be safe in his fold. And if the Khalsa falls, there shall be no word at all. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa.
Vaheguru Ji ki